Welcome into another edition of the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime. Jamie McCracken, Josh McKinney. Jamie, we now know, at least on the girls' side, who will be playing this weekend for a chance to go to the Sweet 16.
That's right. And you actually let me lead off the show with the opening highlight pack. Region semifinals tonight in the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th regions. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Here we go. We're starting the 13th. One team, one dream. The motto for Harlan. But will that dream come true? They'll have to get past North Laurel first. Harlan on offense. Missed shot from three. Who's there to pick it up? Jordan Brock, 0-0. And then an inbound from Massengill to Emma Bianchi, long range. Now the entire second half, it was open from long range. Brock again, pull up Jay there. She scored 18. North down 13 now. Closing seconds of the third quarter. Isabel Gray in the corner. That's a splash ball. She had 10 points. Lady Jack still hanging around. It's Kayla Bruner now. Mid-range pull-ups, Jay, real strong. The Harlan lead is cut to 8, but Brooklyn Massengill did Brooklyn Massengill things. Later, Massengill, the spin. Oh, goodness. Let's go to the scoreboard. The Lady Dragons advance to their third consecutive 13th region final. They pull away from the North Rural Lady Jaguars. Win it big, 54-34.
I'm Taylor, and this is 13th Region Basketball on WYMT.
In case you didn't notice, it's all Harlan County, Laurel County in the girls' 13th region. HC taking on SL in the second game. That's South Laurel. How about a give and go? Blair Green, Rihanna Middleton. Green drops it in. Harlan County up 8 in the second quarter. But on the other side, Amara Steele with a shot fake and a drive. She would turn that into 3 points the old-fashioned way. You got to love the old-fashioned three-point play. We go to the second half. Taylor Cromer to Allie Collett. That's a dynamic duo up top. Collett had 9 points. But look at Blair Green with the deadly crossover. Easy trip to the bucket. Green dropped in 11 points on the night. Then on the defensive side, Phoebe McGargue in the right place at the right time. She takes this one coast to coast. 2 of her 6 on the evening. South Laurel needs some life. Down 6 under 3 minutes to play. It's Collett to Cromer. This time, suddenly, it's a one-possession game. But Harlan County not having any of it. Kaylee Gross led the floor with 22 points. None more important than those. And the Lady Black Bears move on to their 4th 13th region championship game. First since 2012. They beat South Laurel, the Lady Cardinals, 51-44 tonight down in Corbin. So this should be a lot of fun, huh?
Yeah, it's like the 15th time they played.
A 52nd district final rematch for the 13th region championship. Harlan versus Harlan County for the 5th time this season, not 15th. The Lady Dragons came away winners in 3 of the previous 4 meetings, including a 19-point victory just last week in the final of the 52nd district tournament. The Lady Black Bears are looking to make their first ever appearance in the Sweet 16. Harlan not been to a state tournament since 1999.
It really does feel like they played like 15 times.
It does.
Still to
I'll
come.
give you that.
Still to come. A few more region semifinal games to get to.
And that includes the girls' 14th region. Find out if Whitney Creed can keep her magical season alive and help lead the Jenkins Lady Cavaliers to the region championship game. Time now for our fans in the stands t-shirt toss out, sponsored by Eastern Kentucky University. The Shelby Valley guys and gals got themselves hooked up with a few Sports Overtime t-shirts. They're excited. We'll have Lady Cat highlights versus Betsy Lane from the 15th region semifinals in just a little bit. Shelby Valley, the Blue Crew. Our fans in the stands, sponsored by Eastern Kentucky University.
Moving on with the girls' region semifinal action, we now turn our attention to the 14th region out of Powell County.
That's right. One of the tournament favorites has already been eliminated. That was Knott Central on Monday. What would happen tonight? Let's just get out of Stanton, shall we? Wallace Bates fired up for Breathitt's region semifinal with Mark Collett and the Leslie County Lady Eagles. Lady Cats working the high-low early spots. Ollie Bates darting to the hoop for the and one. Breathitt, though, down 3 in the first quarter. To the second quarter, Amanda Griffith showing off her free throw line jumper game gives Breathitt County the 1-point lead.
I can't get over how Wallace is like boxing pregame.
Apparently that's his thing. Off the Leslie miss, looks like Breathitt has the board, but Emily Griffith takes it away, puts it up and in. She had a big game against Knott on Monday. Looks to have the same kind of game tonight. To the fourth quarter, Leslie County grabs the lead off this. Shelby Sparks, the floater. She had 14. Lady Eagles up 2 later in the fourth. LC killing the clock. And then Griffith finishes around with a dagger. Breathitt County defense couldn't stop her. She had 21. Lady Eagles by 9. We go to the Highlands Health System scoreboard. Leslie County punches its ticket to the region final 64-56. Lady Eagles trying to get to state for the first time in 30 years.
All right, so who will Leslie play, the host Powell County or the Lady Cavaliers of Jenkins? And that girl right there.
Hashtag
Creech Watch. Jenkins trying to win a region title first time since 1997. Lady Pirates pushing the floor. Amber Branham lays it up and in. Game tied up early in the first quarter. Still first quarter. Powell County taking advantage of their size. Destiny Peck. 2-point lead.
She's got some moves.
She does. You know who else had a nice night? Lexi Stambo. That's who. How about Lexi? Oh, that's a splash ball from the wing. Jenkins on top by 1. U-Pike top play contender Whitney Creech. She says hashtag Creech Watch, get out of my house. Oh, is she not done?
Oh!
Coast to coast little flipper upper, as Lauren Cash said. Powell on offense now. Lexi Stambo. How about this block?
Oh,
and then the stare down.
That's Dikembe stare down.
You gotta love it. No, no, no. And then this, Lexi likes big blocks and she cannot lie. Let's go to the scoreboard. That little girl, cute as whatever you want to say, very cute. Jenkins fights its way into the region title matchup with Leslie County. They defeat Powell County 67-58. What a season for the Jenkins Lady Cavaliers. They just keep winning, and now they're on to the region final. So tomorrow night at Powell County, either Leslie County or Jenkins will punch its ticket to the girls' Sweet 16 next week in Northern Kentucky. Game time set for 7 o'clock. The two teams met just once during the regular season, with the Lady Cavaliers winning in Hyden 70-61 during the 14th Region All-A Classic. Leslie County has not been to a Sweet 16 since 1986. That's 30 years. While it has been 40 years, repeat 40 years, since Jenkins has been there. 1976, last time the Lady Cavs made it.
That's been a long time for both teams. Much more to come on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime, but as we go to break, here's a look at the Alice Lloyd College boys and girls Mountain Top 10s. Welcome back. A couple more semifinal games to get to, this out on the East Coast.
Let's go to the 15th. That's where I was tonight. Here we go. The black headbands are on. Shelby Valley ready to go. Lady Cats taking on Betsy Lane. And we pick it up early on. Betsy Lane having its way. Katie Tackett to the cup. Off the miss now for Valley, Lake and Mullins. Up and in. Second chance points helped the Lady Cats a lot tonight.
Which Lady Cats?
The ones in blue, not the white. Here's some second chance points on the other end. Emily Kidd, the offensive board. Betsy Lane up 8-5, and then great hands on defense. Caitlin Kidd deflects it. Tackett. Bye.
Not used that in a while.
Yeah, Rodney Rowe needs a timeout there. Betsy kept it going. Kidd from the corner. How's your three ball? Real good. How about a splash ball? Caitlin's only bucket of the game. Second quarter, here comes Valley, and it's Valley at its finest. Summer Rose, Kayla Newsom, Kylie Tackett, backdoor, sophomore. They did that pretty much the other night, too. Later, Rose, great look ahead pass to Tackett. Get the one senior the ball. Lake and Mullins. Up and in. The game was tied at 25 at the half. Yikes. But Shelby Valley pulls away 65-43. I told you, second chance points were a big factor. Valley had 16, Betsy Lane with 9. The four sophomores who start for Valley, Rose, Tackett, Cassidy Wright, Kayla Newsom, combined for 41 points. Mullins with 24 points and 11 rebounds.
Pretty solid night.
Pretty solid. All right, let's find out who will play Valley in the championship. There's your boy.
Jordan Ray.
There's your boy. Prestonsburg, MAGOFFIN County, the Peaburg student section, all kinds of fired up. First quarter. We got Jazzy Howard. Now, she's having some trouble. You can't get the three ball there. So later, Jazzy just says, okay, I'll give it to my sister. Basically has like the same chromosomes, right? They're twins. Leslie knocking down the three ball. Jazzy says, that works so well, maybe I just won't shoot it. Alexis Montgomery, you shoot it. Okay. Bang. MAGOFFIN's first 9 points came from three-point range. Tiffany Meadows can make it rain too on the other end. Corner pocket triple. That's pretty. 30 seconds to go now in the opening quarter off the miss. We got to speed it up here. Leslie Howard, game high, 21. Then seconds later, Jazzy Howard. No one even bothers to guard her. MAGOFFIN up 20-11 at the end of the first quarter. Let's go second quarter. Leslie over to Montgomery. She had 19, 4 of 7 from downtown, and then this is my favorite play right here. Off the miss, Leslie can't get it to go. Scramble for the ball, and then boom! Allison Hall just lays the hit stick, comes in like a wrecking ball. Take it.
I think Coach DeRosa needs to sign her up next year.
Oh, poor Kennedy Stacy. She'd be okay. Third quarter, Jana Jarvis doing her thing. She was held to just 9 points. MAGOFFIN, though, was rocking. The Lady Hornets shoot 53% from the field. And they're going to the ship, 72-49. Jazzy with 17 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. Peaberg goes 19 of 50 from the field, just 38%. So the girls' 15th region championship looks like this. Shelby Valley versus MAGOFFIN County. Tomorrow night, that's where Josh McKinney will be, 5 o'clock at the East Kentucky Expo Center in Pikeville. The Lady Cats are 27-3 on the year and have won 10 straight games. MAGOFFIN County enters having won 5 straight. Shelby Valley is trying for its 3rd region title in the last 4 years, while the Lady Hornets are looking to get to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2012.
Allison Hall making Jordan Ray proud with that defensive tackle. Out in the 12th region tonight in Lincoln County, a couple of coverage area teams seeing their season come to an end. Pulaski County falls to Lincoln County in the semis 68-54. And Southwestern, who just beat Mercer County a few weeks ago in overtime, falls to the Titans at the buzzer 44-43. So that sets up Lincoln County versus Mercer County tomorrow night in the 12th region championship game.
Coming up next, we shift our focus to the college hardwood and conference tournaments.
The Kentucky women and Macy Morris down in Jacksonville looking to advance to the SEC tournament semis for a 7th straight season. Time now for our Long John Silver's nothing but net shot of the night. Creech swat. Bucket at the other end. She just does it all for Jenkins. The Lady Cavaliers going to the 14th region final. Flipper upper, as Lauren Cash would call it. Whitney Creech, our nothing but net defensive play and shot of the night. Why not? Head coach Matthew Mitchell and his team back at it this afternoon in the SEC tournament down in Florida.
Yeah, the Wildcats going up against a team they played just once during the regular season, and yeah, they lost to that team. Former Bell County Lady Cat Macy Morris in Kentucky taking on Florida in the SEC quarterfinals. Florida came out firing from deep. Carly Needles. Real good. Cassie Peoples from straight away, and then later, Caleb keep pace. That was Peoples, my bad. Okay, Kentucky trying to keep pace. Michaela Epps, I got lost, I don't know why. She puts it back up and in. Michaela always doing Michaela things. Next trip down, though, for Florida. Carla Batchelor hits another 3-ball for the Gators, but Kentucky uses a 33-13 run in the second quarter to pull away from Florida and advance to the semifinals, 92-69 down in Jacksonville.
What's more important is the way we responded to it. And it's exactly what Coach talked about. He talked about attitude, tenacity, and being resilient, and I think we really showed that.
We started to hang our head just a tiny bit there at the first media, and we tried to get that straightened out immediately because we were getting really good looks, and I thought we came out real aggressive, and you just cannot let offense dictate your attitude.
In our state's capital today, the Mid-South Conference quarterfinal round, 2-seed U-Pike fell to 6-seed Lindsey Wilson 72-71. Brian Wallace connected on a 3-point jumper with 2 seconds to go in the game. Christian Leach led the Bears with a game-high 24 points. And the Cumberland's Patriots needed double overtime, but they survived and advanced nonetheless past the Life Eagles 90-79. Trey Boutier led UC with 21 points and 15 boards, while Delando Carter, who is a baller, finished with 20. It is now time to get you set for this weekend's action with the Saturday slate sponsored all season long by Union College. The Kentucky men will wrap up the regular season tomorrow in LSU in what will be the final home game for senior Alex Poitras. Poitras entered UK with a lot of hype out of high school as a McDonald's All-American, and unlike some of his former teammates, has stayed all 4 years, graduating in 3, earning his degree. Head coach John Calipari says it's easy to root for a guy like Poitras.
Proud of Alex. He's such a great kid. You know, the injuries and the things that he's had to overcome, you know, you just root for a kid like that. You know, we've had 3 kids graduate in 3 years. Alex being one of them. He was a All-American, academic All-American this year. So there's a lot of good stuff that's happened for him.
Kentucky will close out the regular season tomorrow afternoon at home against LSU on Senior Day. Game time set for 2 o'clock right here on WYMT. The two teams met earlier in the year back in January with the Tigers pulling out the 85-67 win. With the win, Kentucky could do no worse than the 2 seed in next week's SEC tournament down in Nashville. A loss, and it could drop all the way down to the 4 seed.
Just to win and take care of it, Kentucky. Also going on tomorrow, the men's and women's South Atlantic Conference semifinals. First up, the ladies at 12 noon. The LMU Lady Rail Splitters will make their first ever appearance in the semis when they battle Anderson. And the men's team will take the court at 5:30 against the Wolves of Newberry. The men's team undefeated in conference play.
And in the Mid-South Conference, the women's tournament semifinals going on in Frankfort. First game of the day features the U-Pike Bears and the Shawnee State Bears at 2 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, it's the Lindsey Wilson Blue Raiders, and they will battle with Campbellsville.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was
we
fun.
Covered a ton of stuff throughout tonight's show. We hope you enjoyed it, but there will be even more coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, Lauren Cash and I will have plenty more. Kentucky, LSU, as we just mentioned, the UK women in the SEC semifinals, girls region championship games, college conference tournaments. You just went to like 10. We probably will have like 10. That's just a sample.
We'll also go back 30 years to the 1986 Sweet 16 for Hazard versus Pleasure Ridge Park in this week's Rewind episode. Turned out pretty well. Hope you like it. So be sure to tune back in tomorrow. As he mentioned, he and Jamie will be here. I'll be in Pikeville all day. But for now, as always, thank you for watching and have a good night.
I'm not going to say anything.